I keep telling myself that what we're about to talk about is satire, but on the off chance it's not, it looks like we might have gotten a Vortex replacement, and it's the Beast. More of it.
The Beast 2.0 is what they're calling it. Kings Island wants to extend the Beast to be 10,000 feet long, have a 184-foot tall drop, which would make it the largest in the world, and go 74 miles per hour. I think this is a terrible idea.
They want to make it the longest wooden roller coaster in the world, beating out themselves.
There's no way this is real. Except it is. That's why I'm completely baffled by every word that just came out of our mouths.
Yes, so the reason we're saying that this is real is because it's not just like a rumor or something. It's actually something that was shown on a survey from Kings Island that was sent out to pass holders about what could go in that plot. There was another option on there, but we have to focus on this one first.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
We were not sent out this survey, but it very quickly made its way onto the internet because I think every coaster enthusiast was like, what the heck? And so they actually included like a graphic of what this could look like, and you can see how they would incorporate a big drop like this as an extension to the Beast. And like, yes, in theory, this would work, but it doesn't mean you should do it. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
That's a good way to sum it up. I mean, they already have the record, so it's not like anything would change. It's already a well-loved ride. It already has a lot of people, like, coming to ride it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't know that it's not really needed. It makes a whole lot more sense to use that plot of land on something new.
Yes. I'll tell you actually, here's why this is a bad idea. The Beast...
Didn't we already say like a million
Yes,
reasons?
but here's a legitimately good reason why it's a bad idea. The Beast was designed back in the 70s, okay? That's what makes this ride so cool, and it has this really long train because these turns are so drawn out. And so now you want to incorporate a modern-day wind roller coaster as an extension to this pre-existing historic classic. It is going to feel like two completely different rides meshed together. And what do you want to do as far as trains go? Because there's no way you're putting those PTC trains on a 184-foot tall drop going 74 miles per hour.
Yeah, I don't think that would work all that well.
No chance.
PTC trains on the Voyage already, like, seems wrong.
Yes, and this would be bigger than that. So
yes.
if that feels wrong, imagine bigger. Timberliners might work for the new portion of it, but I can't imagine Timberliners on the existing Beast.
No, you get off halfway through the station in the middle and you hop onto the other
That's
train.
called two different rides. I don't know, some people point out, they're like, oh, they're trying to get the record for world's longest roller coaster, and they're like, well, no, Falcon's Flight is gonna beat it no matter what. Even if they did this, Falcon's Flight is still longer. I think that they need to let the Beast legacy die. Like, we already tried Son of Beast, and that didn't work out. Like, the Beast is great as is. Gravity Group has put in some new track. It's running really well. People are really liking it. Just leave it alone. I don't know how this got approved to get sent out in a survey. Like, where did this idea come from? And how did it make it past the, like, idea boards? Where they're like, no, this is good. Like, we should, like, see what people think of this.
I really think it comes down to wanting a record. I really do. Like,
you already have a record.
I know, but they want more. They want more records.
It's just, I really...
Because it would be fastest. Right now, it's not the fastest.
Yeah, I guess. This is just... I think it's a dumb idea. I really do.
Really?
I don't think they should do it at all.
Tell us how you really feel.
You can't always trust everything that goes into these, like, park surveys. You know, sometimes what they are actually trying to find out isn't what they put out in the survey. Like, there's an ulterior motive, and maybe they're trying to find out what people think of a wind coaster with stats like that. But then why would you say that it's gonna combine with the Beast? Like, or are they just trying to find out if people want the Beast to be messed with? Like, I know that people, like, years and years ago, the Beast was a little divisive whether people liked it or not, but after all the retracking, it seems like people really like it, so...
They're taking a page out of Top Thrill 2. They want the Beast too. You know what, honestly, if they do decide to be just, like, totally out of pocket and they do this, I'll ride it, like...
I would ride it, but it's completely unhinged.
It's stupid, but, like, I'm not gonna, like, okay, sure, I'll do it.
I would still do it.
Yeah,
I'd still
right.
wait in line for it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean I'll like it.
Probably the better of the options that were presented is the Infinity Coaster, which would feature 10 inversions, and it'd be done by Gerstlauer, obviously.
Yep. So they have shown pictures of hang time, and actually, I think this is a great fit for Vortex. Here's the thing, Vortex had 7 inversions. It was, a classic multi-looper, so they'd be bringing that into the modern era. So I imagine something like a vertical lift hill, super steep drop, and then, like, similar inversions to maybe what Vortex had, but, spruced up, something that is going to be more comfortable. And I think there's a lot of potential for this.
Yeah, and at Kings Island, I don't think it would hurt them to have another inverting coaster.
Yeah.
Because Banshee has most of them. You have Flight of Fear, but that's like an indoor in the dark coaster.
They have Invertigo, but we'll see how long that ride lasts.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it'd be cool for them to add something like this. Like, I'm not mad about it as long as it's like a smoother Gerstlauer, lap bars, comfortable, then I'm fine.
I'm not surprised that Cedar Fair wants to work with Gerstlauer because, again, we had Hang Time that was very well received at Knott's. What is interesting, though, is now that this is one big Six Flags corporation, the other half of Six Flags, swore off Gerstlauer after the whole New Texas Giant incident. So, and clearly this is something that is in the planning stages, meaning if it goes through, it'll be post-merger. So that would actually be good for Gerstlauer, meaning that they would, have some business in this new entertainment corporation.
Yeah, and I think that's something that was like a big talking point when the merger was being discussed at all. Was there are some companies that one of the two won't work with, and the other will. So where do you reconcile with that? And obviously the New Texas Giant incident was horrible, but I think the Infinity coasters have proven themselves time and time again.
There's tons all over the world.
Yeah, and they're very well liked.
Yep.
Hang Time is a fantastic coaster, always has a long line at Knott's.
Yeah,
so
and it looks amazing at night. And Kings Island is a phenomenal nighttime park. So if you were to put a KCL light package on this thing, that would
they will.
Spectacular there. That plot of land, I feel was meant for an infinity coaster. I love the idea of this going there. The only thing that I find interesting, did you notice that they don't have any of the rides carried over from the original survey that was sent out?
Yeah, it makes me wonder if those were for a different part of the park or something a bit more down the line, and this is more now that the merger happened, hey, we want something in that plot of land now.
Maybe they've narrowed it down. Yeah, they've switched mindsets. Instead, they decided that instead of a Mach Extreme Spinner, they should go with a Beast extension. Go with the Infinity. Get the inversion record for the US. That's a great idea. And if you go with the Beast extension, you have to find a company who'd be willing to do that.
I'd probably assume Gravity Group.
I don't know. The people at Gravity Group love the Beast. I feel like RMC would be crazy enough to do something like that.
The Iron Beast.
The Iron Beast.
Put the Iron Beast next to the Beast.
Don't RMC it. Don't do it. Just leave it alone. Anyways, let us know down in the comments below what you think of this survey that was sent out from Kings Island, what you want to see in the Vortex plot of land.
And I swear if you say Beast 2.0, seriously.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.